Yo, Champions League football is here. I'm excited about it. Hopefully, it'll be normal this time. It'll go all the way through two legs until the final. We had some big games over the weekend, some shocking defeats, and some huge wins. So, first one, the team that the world talks about, because it's one of the world's biggest teams, Man U 2, the Champions League runner-ups 1. Jake, how you feeling?
Well, PSG didn't score because United scored all three of them. So they gotta figure something out. You got Neymar and Mbappe and Di Maria. You scored no goals. Um, it looked, man. Why did Manchester United play to their competition? What is that? What is it? They struggle in the league. They go to the Champions League. I'm like PSG by a million,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they like what is it mentality? Is it like preparation? Like what is it?
When I look at a Man U team that can, like you're saying, that can beat anyone and lose to anyone. Um, and I think if you saw the goals, it's still ugly football. Penalties, counterattacks. Like they really can't score in possession well. I think Harry Maguire scored I think in the last Premier League match off like a set piece. Like it's always set piece, corner, free kick. Like it's never in the run of play, and that scares me with them because they have a playmaker in Bruno.
Yeah.
But I agree. I don't know how they do it. It's kind of the Man U way. I think Sir Alex just imprinted it in everybody. Like we scored late goals, we're gonna do something dramatic,
Yeah. But
and yeah,
PSG, they dominated that game when you
they
look at
did.
the possession, passing chances. But the thing was, it was interesting that Rashford ran down the center of the pitch, and he shot wide of the far post twice in a row.
Yeah, he missed a lot. Yeah.
Third time, I guess they expected the same result, and he put it side net. Like PSG did not learn from their mistakes, and you can't let Marcus Rashford in Paris because he owns that city.
He owns
He's
it.
gonna put it away. Like he eventually something, and it was no doubt. Like he struck it, and I was like, that's game over. Like it's I don't know what it is. And Aaron Wan-Bissaka was the man of the match for me. He was incredible. And I thought that we were past the age of defensive fullbacks. Apparently, it works
No, it
still.
works. It works.
That Andy and Trent were the new wave, that Marcelo link up, but
Hmm.
Nelson Semedo comes to the prim. He's a defensive player, and Wan-Bissaka comes to the prim. And if there's anything that United needs, it's defense. So I guess they figured out put Aaron Wan-Bissaka out there, and Luke Shaw played well. It was just a really interesting game for United. They looked like one of the best teams in the world,
It
and
was.
they never show that. It's just such an interesting team, man.
It is, man. And I think, yeah, because the starting lineup, they were in a 2-3. They were in like a five in the back, but it was like, the wingers, Tellez and Juan. But no Maguire. Pogba didn't start. Fred's playing better. Marshall, gets to play now. And I think that does help a little bit. But yeah, I think, man, I don't like Thomas Tuchel. I don't. It's like some people say it's hard to coach talent. Like you have Neymar, you have Mbappe. You can probably say two of the world's top five, top 10. Um, and is he just relying on them too much? But I don't know. PSG, you just look at them in the Champions League and like nothing surprises you. Even though they made it that far, it's like them losing to Man U doesn't surprise me. It's PSG and Champions League is what they do. Was this a bigger win for Man U, or was this a wake up call for PSG that like, hey, this is the end of your Mbappe. Like this is your last chance with him. What do you think?
Probably both. It's a huge win for United, and I think it kept Ole in a job.
In his seat, kept him in his chair, man.
Which people on Twitter were being mean, and they said that that's great news for everybody else in the Prem. I'm glad people were glad that they beat PSG because they get to keep
Play
him as
against all the
coach. We keep
wow.
taking points away from him. I don't know what PSG. I mean, I assume it's a wake up call. I don't. They don't seem to be a group that can be motivated. But what do you do differently? Like
I don't know, man.
they've spent all the money. Their money will not fix this. We've proven that. I don't know. I don't know if it's a tactic thing. I don't think that Thomas is gonna figure out how to tactically. I don't know. I wrote down that PSG is going to skate through this group. They're going to take points from everybody else. They'll probably beat United on the return, and then they'll get exposed in the round of 8, round of
Yep.
4,
Yep.
and they go out. And then everybody asks the same questions every year. Well, what should they have done? And nobody has any answers.
Yeah, I think the manager, and I hate to put the blame, but it's just I don't like. I'm trying to get my bias out, but like Tuchel, like you coach Borussia, young stars, yeah. Then you come to PSG, some more young stars. They need I think if they had a legit coach cause like you're in a league where you can just rely on stars and just stars go. That's why Neymar and Mbappe lead the league and everything. So I think, hey, tactically, you need to be. Champions League is tactical, man. You look at the coaches who win the Champions League, you know who they are. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Even if they had great players, you know who they are because they're tactical. So, yeah, man, I got you. All right, next up, we got a big upset for us. You know, I'm a Real Madrid supporter. You are too. Real Madrid 2, Shakhtar 3. And you warned us about Shakhtar when we first talked about Champions League. You said the Brazilians. So what you think about this, man?
Man, this I have it written down here. This was not a FIFA game where you break your controller after the match. Okay. I know that they lost, and it looked like you would assume that Real Madrid had a lot of chances. It didn't go in. You look back, 87% possession, whatever. It was 53-47 possession, and they had the same number of shots. Like, I don't know. It was 59-41, but they had the
Yeah,
same number of shots. Real Madrid had 180 more passes than them, but they weren't doing anything with it.
nothing.
It was interesting. Like Shakhtar, I guess, had a game plan and they went for it, and it wasn't like deflected goals or penalties or offside. Anything like that. They came out. They scored 3 goals. The third goal, they looked Courtois, Golden Glove, European Golden Glove, reigning winner. They looked him in the eyes, and he sent him the wrong way. Like it was incredible. Like who is this team? But yeah, I mean, this is my tidbit I told you about before the show. Okay.
Yeah,
The last time in the Champions League that Rafael Varane played without Sergio Ramos, he had an own goal, and he was at fault for the winner against Manchester.
Man City, horrible.
Now he shows up again with no Sergio Ramos. The first goal, he got megged, and the second goal was an own goal, his fault.
Yep.
Is this the Van Dijk effect? Is this the Real Madrid thing you were talking about? Does Sergio Ramos make everybody else look better, and you pull him out, and now Marcelo's old and slow. Militao's never played football before. Varane is terrible. What is it?
This is when I think about this team, I think about one last year they weren't supposed to win the league and they did, and they got lucky because now they cannot win this year and be okay. I think that's one thing because last year they looked. If for my people who watched them, last year it ended ugly. They won on some VAR calls, some penalties. It was like no Hazard, no goals from him. Like things were looking bad. This year they don't buy anybody. Same issues. They let go of James, who looks great.
Yep.
And it's like the middle of their park is rough. I think Luka, like you talk about number 8s and number 10s and number 6s, like Luka is not like a playmaker. Toni Kroos not a playmaker. And then Isco just doesn't fit. Casemiro, of course, he's a CDM. So, like, I think they're missing that piece. Luka Jovic or Jokic or however you want to say it, he can't score.
Yeah. I wrote down that their substitutions were interesting to me because you can't bring on Toni Kroos in a game that you're losing. You need a dynamic.
Yeah.
You brought on somebody that was old and slow. At striker, they brought on Benzema. He's a great player, whatever. You need somebody to stretch the game.
Exactly.
Like Manchester City are bringing on people with legs, and Like, I mean, but they brought in Gareth Bale. You know, like people are trying to go forward. Arsenal, they brought on Aubameyang today. They had him on the bench. You know, they brought on the better player or the
Yeah.
faster, the more dynamic player. And for me, I would have rather seen Isco or Lucas Vasquez instead of. I don't think that, like, I know Modric is old or whatever. Make him play 20 more minutes and bring on somebody else that can score a goal. You know, Tony
Yeah.
Kroos paces backwards and jogs. So it's just interesting how, like you said, they don't make signings, but there are things they need. I don't know why they
Hey,
thought they were okay.
Mbappe, man, I think we all know it. I think they're about to splash the cash. They haven't splashed in a while. I think you'll see two huge signings. But also, we do have to mention, we talked about this. There was no Sergio Ramos, no Carvajal, no Hazard. There was, I think there was,
Odriozola is
yeah,
out, so they had to run Furlan Mendy,
Mendy
right?
on the right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So there were injuries. I'll give you that. But I think you're right. I think they're missing, they don't have a playmaking midfielder, man. And then, like you said, they gave up Bell, they gave up James, they gave up playmakers. And I love Valverde a
yeah,
lot. But I mean, hey, he's young, playing for Real Madrid. It's hard to put all the pressure on him. And he's even not really a 10. He's more of a 8. He's more like a young Luca, young Tony. Like, so.
yeah. He scored the winner or the fake one that would have drawn it. But then Vinicius what is he doing
Why are
over
you
there?
still
What are
Man,
you
my
doing?
boy look lost.
Dude, they brought him on in the 53rd minute, and he's walking in the 90th. Like, was he tired? Like, what was he doing back there?
Right in the way. Valverde, a nice strike to get the goal. And of course, VAR, like, with VAR, you gotta be on your A game. They're checking everything. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it's dude just looked lost. A lot of people it just didn't look like the Real Madrid I remember. I don't know if it's the Ronaldo effect. No Ramos and no Ronaldo. They look like a weird team.
Yeah. I agree, man. They don't look right. Some people say Zidane might bounce again, which I
Hey,
wouldn't even be mad at him.
they might have trouble getting out of this group.
Who else is in that group?
Inter and Mönchengladbach.
Yo, hey man.
They drew, so they both have a point, and Shakhtar have 3 points. So man, if Real Madrid lose another game, and then
They're gonna
Gladbach
be fighting.
beats Shakhtar and Shakhtar beats Inter, all of a sudden everybody's got 6 points or 4 points, 7 points, whatever it is, and Real Madrid have one. Like
It's
it's
not
scary.
I think that's a bold prediction, and I think you even made that earlier. You said Real Madrid will have trouble. I don't want to play Inter. I don't want to play Shakhtar, of course, and then Mönchengladbach, not horrible. Like, that's
Yeah.
a proven German side. So I think you're right, man. So last but not least, the game that you told me to watch, which I did not watch. I stopped watching because I knew it was over. 4-0 Bayern, the champions, versus Atletico Madrid. Is this more of a Diego Simeone just can't do it? Or is this Bayern is truly way better than everyone else?
Um, I think that Bayern are kryptonite for Atletico Madrid. I think it's the perfect matchup. When you can move the ball with speed and you can switch up the play and you can send in great balls. And there were like 5 different times that Kimmich slide tackled, and as he was winning the ball, he picked his head up to find the pass and instantly played a pass through.
Yeah.
It's like they lose their charm of this defensive unit whenever you're able to attack them with venom. You know, like
Venom.
they just destroyed them. They just took them on. They made them look regular. You know, and 538 has them at Atletico Madrid at the 7th best team in the world with the 3rd best defense, and they made them look.
Look,
They made
yeah, nothing.
I said this is another American sport thing here. Patrick Mahomes, he throws 2 passes per game that can be intercepted. If
Of
you
course.
don't intercept those passes, you lose. Just like Bayern, they're kind of suspect at the back sometimes. They're going to
Yep.
give you 2 or 3 chances. If you don't take them, you lose the match. Luis Suarez had a one-on-one. Joao Felix scored a goal that was disallowed.
Yeah, called that.
They had their opportunities and they didn't take them. And they hit them with pace on the counter, and they dominated every stat of the game. And Bayern was just awesome.
Man, I think that last part was the key. I was watching this game, and the reason I didn't keep watching, it was 2-0 at halftime. I was like, I might watch Man City Porto or something. But Bayern just looked really good. It was just like, they just like Coleman was playing great. Leroy Sané wasn't even on the pitch. Coleman was playing great. I don't think Gnabry went like it's just like, dang, bro. They're a loaded team, quality stars. They are suspect at the back. But the crazy thing is when I look at like the best offensive teams right now in football, you got Liverpool. I mean, you would throw PSG in there, but like you don't put Real Madrid, you don't put Barcelona. And it's like, who beats this team, man?
Right. That's what I have here. I said, what team in the world has enough attack to hang with them, but also doesn't stops Bayern from scoring 3 goals on them?
And I think that's the key. That second part. Liverpool doesn't have it anymore. Atletico can't score. Real Madrid can't score. Barca is Barca. PSG, they can't hang. Like,
you think Nathan Ake is going to stop Kingsley Coman? No. City has no chance.
So, City. So, man. They look good, and I still think Atletico will go farther than Barca and Real, just because that was my prediction earlier. I'm gonna stick with it. But yeah, man, Bayern looks amazing, and I think you picked them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I picked City, so we'll see.
Yeah, but it's just scary over there. Why is Thomas Muller back in his prime again? Who has 2 primes? Why is Neuer the best keeper in the world again? Like, what is it?
They literally just can't. And like, is it the new coach who's not really popular, not super outspoken, just doing his thing? I don't know, man.
Yeah, dude,
it's crazy.
I mean, this team, there's something in the water over there. We know there has been for years, but this team is scary. And the thing, I wrote, okay, when Tottenham were up 3-0 on West Ham, they were still going forward, sending through balls over the top, whatever. That game, it was like 52-48 on possession, and they were up 3-0 for 80 minutes.
Yeah.
They never took the game by the scruff of the neck and held the ball, passed it around the back, and just crushed them. Bayern Munich, they crushed them. They squeezed the life out of them, and the game was over.
It was over.
Not only do they have a top 3 attack, not only do they have an incredible midfield and a defense that hold it together, they will crush you into submission. This team is incredible.
I think one thing people need to start doing is Bayern loves to buy, but they buy and they hold. Like, when you look at Bayern players, all of them grow old. Like, you go to Bayern, you retire there, you grow old. And if I'm looking at Courtin Tolisso, Goretzka, like, they have enough to sell someone. If I'm another club, I'm like, if Bayern win this again, let me go ahead and break this up. Let me go ahead and buy somebody, because, like you're saying, they're so deep, man. It's incredible.
Yeah. No, and those players. I mean, they've had Muller and Neuer and Alaba and Lewandowski ever since I started watching football.
Yeah.
And dude, and they had 4 other people that were there for, they had Schweinsteiger, Ribery, Robben. I mean, yeah, dude, this team is awesome. Like FIFA, like playing Jordan Lukaku on FIFA 18. I'm like, I don't want to play him anymore. I'm going to buy him so I don't have to play against him.
Exactly.
It might be the move, man, because but shoot, they might just plug in a different Infinity Stone. You know what I'm saying? They might just be, okay, you bought Gnabry. Okay, I got Sané. Yeah, like what?
Exactly. Their team is, they're probably, them and Man City, top 2 deepest teams, no question.
Yeah,
no question about it.
And they're better at the top. Like, Bayern actually have players that are the best in the world at their position, I think, or top 3. I think Liverpool, they've got, or no, Liverpool City, they have De Bruyne, and then Mane, and maybe Salah's top 5. It runs out.
Yeah, it runs out quick.
Oh shoot, I'm still talking about Liverpool. What am I smoking? Yeah, okay. So you got City, yeah, you got De Bruyne, and that's it. That's what I meant.
Yeah,
So
I got
what do you do?
you. Exactly. Because you look at Lewandowski, top striker, like center forward, he's number one. And then like you would say Nabry is top 3, gotta be top 5 now. And then you take the whole Bayern defense, yeah, that's top 5. I don't
Yeah.
like
No, Alaba is incredible. Yeah, Kimmich can play
Sula,
anywhere. So
Hernandez, Kimmich.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
so
Neuer's top 3.
yeah. And then midfield, Goretzka's great, Tolisso's good.
They've
I
been
mean,
they've been running Kimmich in there.
yeah,
Like, yeah,
Kimmich. And then Alphonso Davies, left back, probably top 5, even though
yeah.
he's 19. So
He didn't even play, did he?
I don't think he started. If he played, I don't think he started.
He did not start, and they beat him 4-0. Like, I'm
They're
pretty sure they started Alaba out there. Let me check. But
for sure.
this man, it's awesome.
And
They're awesome.
I've talked about Borussia, and I was saying Borussia Dortmund, this is the year, this is their last chance. They're not gonna get close to him, man. It's going
Let me see the lineup. Yeah, they went Lucas. Yeah, they went Hernandez, Alaba,
Hernandez.
Sula, Pavard.
I mean,
Alfonso Davies did come on late, but dude, their bench, dude, they had Alfonso Davies, Bonasar, Douglas Costa, Choupo-Moting, Javi Martinez, and Boateng on the bench.
yep. And Leroy Sané was not on the bench because he's hurt or something. So like,
Yeah,
they got players. They
and
just
Gnabry wasn't on the bench either. Yeah,
exactly. So not even their bench is fully stacked yet. And I think, yeah. So I think for all my Champions League people, Bayern has this locked up. Unless, hey, we saw Van Dijk, we saw Liverpool. An injury can derail the team. It would have to be Lewandowski to me. The only thing that could truly just mess up that team,
yeah,
because Choupo-Moting starting, of course, that'll throw you off. But yeah, man. Hey, Champions League is here. We talked about next week's games. I can't wait to see what happens.
yeah.
Um, thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. You know we'll be posting as much as we can. Jake, great job as always. I appreciate you, bro. And I
Yeah,
think we
thanks.
out of here, man.
Yeah, see ya.
Peace.